Okay, so this is the Just Get Through daily for the 18th of August. Obviously, this was quite a while ago, but it was an hour and 50-minute run, and my microphone didn't record throughout the entire thing, so it kind of messed up, and yeah, trying to edit this down and all that with a lot of stuff, kind of big hassle, so as you can see, it starts out fairly easy, probably a bit too easy. I don't know why I bothered grabbing that from the offset, because it didn't even add to my maximum. But I think I chose a bad colour scheme, because I did choose the colour scheme before the thing, as you notice from the menu is which colour scheme you choose. And it makes a lot of the elements a lot more difficult to see, especially the bear traps in the grass in the later stages. So some people could get better with the daily, depending on which colour scheme they pick. So me personally, I would make the colour scheme chosen as part of the daily. There's always the possibility that you just so happens to choose, and that was the worst TNT throw ever. And in my infinite wisdom, I decided, hey, let's just try and jump it and not waste any more TNT, and then died on the trap, which I knew was pretty terrible in the first place, which is why I wanted to blow it up. But I was scared of blowing myself up at the same time, which was a bit silly. So you can see in this one, the dust particles hang around for ages and ages and ages. Right, so jumping ahead, these flags. I kept thinking, hey, what's going on here? Why is the background opening up? Is that some sort of new feature? No, it was the checkpoint flag, but in this colour scheme it kind of looks like the wall just opens up a bit. And yeah, indestructible blocks, so I'm not happy about this one and having to actually jump over these stalls, which I was struggling with. Hidden flag checkpoint there, which I didn't bother picking up, it would appear. That's a plus max life, I believe, because it had the outline, which took me a while in the run to actually figure out. You'll notice this a lot further in. I could have died there, and I did die there. Apparently 3 times over I did that. It was stupid deaths. But yeah, if I'd have got that checkpoint, it would have saved all that effort. Right, so here we are even further in the run, and again, lots of TNT, which I'm not bothering to grab because that would be a hassle and I'd end up dying, and the life I don't need. I've learnt from my lesson. Not chasing lives I don't need. I saw the axe, so I decided to go down the other way. The arrow, not the axe, sorry. I got distracted by this axe down here. And there's these wings on the wall, which again, I don't know what they symbolise. Are they pictures of developers or something? They're really hard to see in this colour scheme. That was the dumbest death ever before an Nexus. So yeah, an hour and 50 minutes to do post-commentary. Not as fun, there were a lot of lame jokes that I made and stuff whilst in live play, but doing post-commentary for that long, just not fun. And for a daily thing to do 2 hours to run every day, you know, it's not that ideal. I tweeted the developer and he said he's going to make it a much lower time, so there's going to be like a hardcore and a classic daily, I guess. So I've got a lot of colour schemes as well in this, which is why I grabbed that. They're not all damaged. That's a potato colour scheme, it would appear. Yeah, I still haven't got the rainbow one. I think they might have added a lot of colour schemes, so I'm going to have to test out a few. It might be nice to have a random colour scheme feature as well. Oh, and apparently this is one bit that I haven't rendered properly, so... Okay, and we're back from a green screen problem we had there. And as you can see, the scenery just hangs about for ages when you've blown it up, so it shows you where it's gone, but it's not the most ideal to see the bear traps. I'm sure I've picked some bear traps, and luckily I got that checkpoint before getting shot there. But the exit here, not so much of a big deal. I think I showed you some of my power-ups that I've got by this point. Yeah, so I've got quite a few power-ups, a lot of plus max lives, because that is the most ideal thing for staying alive. And these, I managed to cheese a couple of them. And then I even got the rocket achievement, and I got past level 50 achievement, which I didn't have before, and there's, you can see the... Oh, well I didn't get that one, but you see the... What's it? Circular saw in the floor? Again, because of this colour scheme, it's completely invisible, so you can't actually see them. And another colour scheme? Is that... I couldn't read what that one is. It's not the easiest to see in this one. At least you can see the fan in this one. Yeah, that it blows, which is kind of a big deal in some of the colour schemes. You can't see the airflow, and that screws you up. I'm just blowing my way through this one because the traps here are just ridiculous. So we're on to the rocket turret, which again, I got the achievement for getting a rocket turret to blow itself up, which was difficult to get. I tried it about 3 times in this one where I swear I should have got it, and I should have been hit there by that shotgun blast. Just a terrible, terrible spawn. I thought I was going to get screwed over by that spawn. More checkpoint flags where, again, it took me till literally the end of the one before I realised that it wasn't some sort of trap. That was a new form of trap. But with so much TNT, I've just got to blow my way through everything. It's like, look, I've got 30 odd TNT and 35 lives. But you will soon see how it gets ridiculously hard. I'm sure there's a lot of enemies ramping up the difficulty, but for the most part you can dodge them or blow your way through them. And there's enough heart things and bombs everywhere. That's one that I had to blow up to get the extra heart, so that's why I was doing that. But doors as well. Doors became a big thing to get through. It's like just skip half the level using the doors, although sometimes they put you in harm's way. So that's not the most fun thing. But when they skip half the level then, yeah, they're definitely worth doing. I thought that it blew up the way there, but it clearly didn't. There's a checkpoint in there which is why I'm jumping in there. Even though I was right by the exit, it would appear. So at the start of this level, you can see how big the levels are getting, how sprawling they are, which is why doors are very, very useful to skip half of the level, because it just takes so long, and you skip half of the enemies and rocket turrets that are doing it by doing that. Like I said, the rocket turrets hit themselves about 3 times over before it actually counted as an achievement got, again, bombed straight out the door. But I managed to dodge the rocket turret there by going through that door, which was lucky. It even says when you get to level 50 if I've included it in the footage, because I got a bit lazy with editing, because of how long it was and how difficult it was to get to edit. But I might not have included it, but on screen it says you are now a god when you reach level 50, so you know that you're at that point. So even if you don't get the achievement, you know it every time just by it calling you a god. That was a stupid jump, I don't know what I was thinking there, but I guess with spawning invincibility afterwards, it helps. But it's very, very difficult when you've got a 2 wide gap like that, so I'm just going to blow my way through that. But unfortunately, they're indestructible searches, so that was a bit annoying. Is the guy dancing there while he just stood still? I think I must have been going on about some sort of rant at this point with him just standing still about why that wasn't blowing up and waiting for my perfect timing to get through. I'm still dying anyway, so let's go with spawn protection and try and get through this and jump on the other wall, but it didn't last long enough, so now I have to time it with that chainsaw as well. Not a lot of fun. But you'll soon see how much harder it gets. Out and landmines, again, you can't see, so I end up dying on that through a landmine. But at least that just got me a way through it without having to worry about the dangers and difficulties. Now, we're not still at a high enough level to see that the floor starts becoming butter. Literally butter. Every tile starts melting away as you walk on it, and that becomes a major issue later, because you can't stand and wait for traps. The floor starts turning to butter, you get boulders chasing after you everywhere, and I got lucky not to die there. But a bear trap, which are invisible, is what got me there. So, those bear traps ate so many of my lives. Which is why later, even though there's butter, I start hopping everywhere. But because the floor's butter, the ceiling hit me there, so it's just degrading. I haven't got increased wall damage. I know better than to take that, and if I had a ticket, these floors would have been turned into butter earlier and earlier, but just see the degradation on all the walls. This isn't quite fully buttered yet, and I had to avoid that rocket there, because I knew that would cause me some problems, but still, it's going to shoot at me. Even though it's not a rocket, that's an archery one, isn't it? But I must have got it with a bomb. It's hard to tell in the smoke whether anything useful is there. I got a colour palette though, deserts. I don't know if these are one that I already had unlocked or if they're just unlocking freshly now. But again, butter floor is what's getting there. This is a minor bit of butter floor. It gets so much more ridiculous later. Or at least at some points there was more ridiculous butter floor than is going on here. And boulders again, but indestructible floors, not a lot of fun. But I can see why they become useful, because I guess the indestructible ones don't turn into butter when the thing is just telling you to turn everything to butter. But these archery cannons are quite a problem. They just fire rapid fire with the arrows. Not easy to block. Yeah, I must have missed the level 50 you got, because this is level 57. I think we're at the end of the run here. Let's just look on the timing. Oh no, we've still got quite a bit of a way to go. We're only 11 minutes in, and just about a third left of the video. So, I must get quite a bit further than this. Again, like I said, 10 minutes short of a 2 hour long in this single play session achievement. But look at everything just melting away on the left feet. Landmines everywhere. Thankfully landmines are better than bear traps, because bear traps would kill me instantly, but still taxing on my lives. I got up to 44 max. That one blows itself up. Not quite, but not easily. You have to get it to go in a circle and then semicircle back around to itself for it to get the achievement. So that doesn't count, and it has to blow itself up, which, as you can note, one explosion on itself doesn't count as killing it. That arrow thing, I was trying to snipe it from a distance, but ended up taking away the scenery from myself. But I think I got it there. So, good explosion, but the smoke is ridiculous now. You can't quite see what's going on. Did I get it? Did I not get it? Are there any other traps to worry about? I think I've blown up my entire platform, but thankfully I can still get my way through, as long as they're not indestructible platforms, of course. Which that one appeared to be. Now I just need to wait for perfect timing to jump through, but I'm still trying to blow up my way through, even though I could have probably ground that wall, just rubbing against it, with it being nearly dead. Oh, and just avoid the axe, which I spotted at the last minute, coming around in a circle, and I was looking to not get hit by that arrow there. This is very difficult because you only get one wall, but somehow I managed to jump in midair there, which luckily let me get up there. Have I got a double jump feature? Because I don't think I did, and I don't know if that is even a thing you can get. I think I got faster sprinting, and I'm very lucky to escape all of those circular saws. It's ridiculous amount of circular saws, and the bear trap gets me again. It's always the bear traps, so hop along, keep hopping in case of bear traps, and still get killed because of the butterfly. If it was just butterfly alone, but because it becomes a boulder as well, it just eats away at your lives. It's just ridiculous how much of the floor is turning to butter. So, on to the final stretch here, 4 lives left. Level 58, not quite 60. I think I could have made 60, and I could have sat around for 10 more minutes if I know I was so close to getting the achievement. But 2 hours at a time. It's just ridiculous, and to lose all that. And look, the floor is so brittle, it is falling apart during the level generation. It's not even needing anything to touch it to fall apart. That is how bad the floor is getting. So, hop along, trying to avoid all the butterfly, the landmines, and the things, just everything's falling apart around me. And then that's just going to blow it all up, but thankfully the doggies are real, but I have to keep moving butterfly and rockets and everything coming at me. And I was lucky to get over that hole, to be honest. Now I need to get over that before it shoots me, but I got through there luckily. Chain gun, but everything's melting away around me. Luckily I'm not getting screwed over by level generation blocking off completely, because that often ends a lot of my runs in this game as well. Shot in the back just before the checkpoint. I was rushing the checkpoint to hopefully get through, but not the case. And thankfully that wall still exists as well. But he just blew up the checkpoint. No, but it's still survived, so luckily, but I've only got 2 lives, so it's not going to matter too much. That's plus an extra life though, so we're getting a bit more likely to succeed. We're about halfway through this level. Landmine's going to kill me though. Oh, I got out of the way. And the boulders, you can see, bounce off the walls a few times, so they actually stay alive for longer than you would expect now. Bear trap. Always the bear traps. If I had a better colour scheme, where I could see the bear traps, I'd be okay. But with the grass and the bear traps in the dark like this, and it's not a bear trap, it's a circular saw. I think I made the same mistake during the level. I was like, oh, it was a bear trap. Oh no, it's actually a circular saw. And I died on it again. Why did I die on it again? But thankfully, I'm number 1 off that day. So I managed to get a number 1 daily run. That should really be achievement in itself, to be honest. Yeah, I'll try and do some more daily runs if they're shorter. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.